Good evening. Today, I just want to share something I was thinking about as I was praying today, and I just was reminded of this, like this passage, um, 1 John 5:14 and 15. He says, "And this is the confidence that we have in Him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we desired of Him." And, as I was praying earlier, I just remembered, like, why am I even worried at all? You know what I mean? Like, why am I stressing? Why am I concerned, upset, anything? You know what I mean? Like, my faith is in God. You know what I mean? Like, when you know Him, when you know that He's listening to your prayer and that He's heard you and that He's granted you what you've desired, and then you remember that, like, even though I'm coming, when I was coming to Him earlier, it was like I was coming to Him in unbelief, forgetting about what I had asked and desired of Him according to His will. But then now I'm having to suffer different things. But that doesn't mean that I'm not receiving what I have asked of God. It's what I asked. It's just not, it doesn't come in the way that we think. You know what I mean? But what He's working in us is greater. You know what I mean? Then we don't even know what we need. He knows. And if you know Him and you trust Him, then you ask for Him to grant us the ability to make our eternal reward greater, if that's possible. Like, we shouldn't be asking for things here. I mean, there are things here that we do ask for because it's necessary and it's good to, if you have lack or something, to ask for that. But I'm talking about, like, when we're desiring, like, a better resurrection. At the end of the day, this should be what we're desiring. Our eternal reward, because that's all that's gonna matter. That's the only thing that, when we die, we're leaving this world naked. Naked we came in, naked we're leaving. So we ain't taking nothing with us. The only thing we're gonna have is what we've reaped eternally here, there, for our resurrection. So that should be our desire, to have the best resurrection possible. And sometimes when we ask God for spiritual things that we know are gonna bring us eternal fruit that we'll be able to enjoy forever, we shouldn't be surprised if we start to doubt. But if we know, if we start to doubt what's happening in our lives, and like, Lord, did you not hear me? Like, why am I feeling this way? But He's like, look, remember what you asked for, and I'm working this in you. And I'm just speaking from my personal experience right now, where I'm at, because this is what I've this is what I had remembered today. Like, I've asked for great things, and not just great things like in this earth, but, like, I know that I want to do great things for God in this earth, but at the end of the day, I want to bear fruit that is eternal and lasts forever. So, but when He says, if you ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And His will is for us to believe in Him and have faith in Him and have faith in His Son, Jesus Christ. And if we're asking in faith, he hears us. If we believe that he hears us, he hears us. But sometimes we have to have wisdom about what we're asking for. We can't be asking God to fix all our mistakes and things that we reap what we sow sometimes. When we reap to the flesh, we reap destruction. God's not going to change his judgment. I mean, I'm not saying in some certain cases he will, but I've experienced things that I had made mistakes and wanted God to change things, and he didn't. But it was for my own good. If God chooses to deny our request, it's for our own good and for his glory. So let's have wisdom, but let's know that he hears us. Let's know that he's granted our petition in some way or another, and it'll always be for your good. You can be guaranteed of that. Amen.